Hello everyone! The TeruShouEnnoTana storyline continues. Let's take a look at the new gift, shall we? As always, special thanks to my lovely patrons, members, and all of you who still watch my videos. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with the uploads, and check out the members only posts with Jealousy and Confession series. The world spun a little when he too noticed the small box on their threshold. Dread crashed into him, followed by fury and many more emotions he had no time to untangle. He quickly caught Dasha before he could fall down the front stairs, pulling him into a hug to obstruct his view.
It's okay.
A broken whimper left Dasha's mouth, his whole body shaking and heaving with the rapid breaths he took. Tanaka gripped him tighter, holding him upright with everything he had to not let him drop to the ground, his hand instinctively finding its way to Dasha's hair. He glanced at Enoshita and Terushima, whose faces mirrored similar feelings to his own, and then all he could see was the cursed gift just laid out in the snow.
Fucking piece of shit! Weren't the ones before enough? What's in this one? Severed head?
It was a little too small and flat to be that, but after the last nasty surprise, he wouldn't put anything past the creep. He gritted his teeth, his heart breaking upon feeling Dasha barely standing anymore, his breaths too choked and fast to be good for his body.
Let's back away a little, okay?
The grip on his jacket tightened as Dasha shook his head, his breath hitching.
Don't leave. I'm not, I promise. I'm coming with you. Come on, careful on the stairs.
He moved them slowly, waiting for Dasha to take the step before continuing down the stairs and away from the door, making space for Enoshita to enter. Stay out here, I'll check the inside.
Wait, coming with you.
They both disappeared inside the house, surely still having the memory of the very first invasion on their minds. Tanaka definitely did, the fury over someone entering their home again bubbling back to the surface. He forced himself to stay calm though, gently rubbing Dasha's back to hopefully help him settle down a little, partially to remind him he wasn't alone.
It's gonna be alright, I promise. Won't let him get anywhere near you.
Why? I thought he's gone.
I know, me too. Stay here with me, okay? Take a deep breath, it's alright.
He more felt than heard Dasha attempt to slow down his breathing, but it was far too soon for any real progress. And so he kept holding Dasha's head by his shoulder to prevent him from getting reminded of the gift, although he was quite sure the image had to be already burned into his eyes and memory. But he had nothing else right now. The nod Enoshita gave him, signaling they hadn't found anything out of the ordinary, did only a little to settle his anger at whoever it was tormenting his boyfriend. But at least he could take him home now.
Let's go home.
But the package...
I'll throw it away. You shouldn't touch it.
I think neither of us should touch it. Agreed. I'll call Daichi-san. He should know about this.
Tanaka could only agree with that, even though he wished nothing more than to stomp the box to the ground and throw it away, preferably into some deep pit of hell.
He shook his head to clear his mind from the unnecessary things and gently tugged on Dasha's hand.
Come on.
Reluctantly, Dasha let go of him with a shuddered breath, looking at him with widened eyes but seemingly trusting him nonetheless. Tanaka gave him a hopefully encouraging smile in return, taking note of how pale and cold his skin was. He threw one last scorching glare at the small box when they walked past it, The way Dasha clung to his hand, urging him to go faster and hug him again as soon as possible. Dasha slumped on the couch as if someone kicked his knees, his hands shaking and restless, his nails leaving deep marks in his skin until Tanaka captured them.
Take a deep breath, okay? We won't let anyone hurt you again.
I know. He wanted to say more, that much was obvious, but no words left his mouth. Instead, tears welled in his eyes, turning the usually bright emeralds into deep pools of fright and pain, crushing Tanaka's heart all over again. Watching closely for potential distress, he pulled Dasha back into his arms, the urge to wrap him in cotton and shield him from the outside world growing stronger in him. He had to be careful this time around though. He messed up big time already when the first gifts arrived. The last thing he wanted was to say something cruel again.
He's terrified as it is.
Daichi-san should be here soon. He said not to touch anything and just look out for strangers around here since... He stopped abruptly, his eyes straying to Dasha, who still looked seconds before collapse, the guilt in his face telling Tanaka exactly what he meant to say. And judging by the shiver running through Dasha's body, he understood too.
Let him come here. I'll snap his neck for all the shit he put Suguru through.
You?
I'm serious. If it didn't mean you'd have to face him.
Don't do anything stupid, okay? You are the one to talk. You looked ready to jump anyone who walked by.
And?
Enoshita sighed, but the look in his eyes betrayed just how mad and worried he was too. Right now, though, they had to stay put instead of chasing after shadows. Suguru needed them here, with him. They couldn't leave him alone now. The wait for Daichi's squad to finish examining the package was the most awful time Tanaka had ever had. He sat by Dasha's side the whole time, letting him lean against him as much as he needed while his own leg jumped up and down rapidly the whole time. Excruciating was the word that came to mind, although he would be hesitant to use it for real. After all, he wasn't in pain, just impatient to get at least some answers. Hopefully, anyway. I guess it at least eliminates the chance that he's behind it, right? If he really wanted to torture you, he wouldn't stop for so long. Dasha flinched with the mention of his ex, giving a tiny shrug. Probably.
But it means there's someone else deranged enough to do this. Doesn't make it much better.
He rubbed his face in clear frustration. I don't want to blame this on fate, but goddamn, that's some fucked up bad luck. Tanaka stayed silent despite agreeing with the sentiment, and instead just squeezed Dashiell's hand a bit tighter upon feeling him flinch again. He was just about to mentally curse whichever deity wouldn't stop tormenting his boyfriend when Sawamura entered the living room, giving a short nod.
We just finished examining the whole books. There's nothing dangerous in it, so we'll be taking it to run some tests.
That was to be expected given the context of the previous gifts. However, even after the long years since high school, Tanaka still didn't miss the concerned lines around Sawamura's eyes and mouth.
What was inside then?
Don't say it if it's another one of those.
Fortunately not. But there was another letter inside. And this.
A broken sound escaped Dashiell's mouth when a brand new phone appeared in Daichi's hand, his breath turning quicker and shallow as he curled into a ball. Tanaka's blood ran cold, Dashiell's words on the train and his reaction now painting a clear, scary picture.
Is it the same one you were looking to buy?
Dashiell nodded, his already pale skin losing even more of its color. Color, too. And the leather? Similar to the last one. He turned to Dashiell, a grim expression on his face as he turned the now packed up paper in his fingers, showing them the big, dark red heart drawn on the other side. Our forensic guy thinks it's blood, so we'll test that in case we have him in the database. The text is mostly about how much he missed you and how much he hates those who kept him away from you for so long. There's more if you want to read it, but nah, please just take it away. Will do. We'll do writing analysis and check for fingerprints too, but I'm not sure how much we'll get from it. I know! He was silent for so long and now this? I'm just as concerned as you. Hopefully the tests will give us something new to work with. He fell silent for a while, slowly turning the letter in his hands, and Enoshita's brow furrowed. There's something you aren't telling us, isn't it? A deep sigh left Daichi's mouth after a moment or two. I told you everything I can right now. But there's one connection I'd like to look into given the timing of this gift. But you can't tell us. Unfortunately no, but I promise I'll let you know the moment we have something specific or we think there's a threat of imminent danger. Tanaka let out an incredulous sound, his chest constricting when Dashiell shivered. This isn't enough? He knows where we live. He knows what Suguru likes. That means he got close enough to notice, and he already showed he will kill. Is that not dangerous enough? I'm sorry. I understand your frustrations, trust me. But my hands are tied right now. He turned to Dashiell again. I swear we are doing everything to get him as soon as possible. In the meantime though, please be careful. Try not going out alone, or at least stay on busy streets and always have your phone at hand. Do everything you can to stay in some sort of contact with others. So he's going to be a prisoner in our own house again, huh? I'm sorry. I wish I could do more for you right now, but this is where my reach ends. Thank you, still, for the warning. He tried to appear strong, but the only thing he managed was to make Tanaka want to hug him and not let go for the life of him. However, he wasn't sure if it would be appreciated right now given how distressed Dashiell looked. Daichi nodded then, hiding the letter away. I hope it's going to help. However, if everything fails and you do get face to face with him, don't try to break that delusion he built for the two of you. People can get aggressive if their delusions are shattered. So please, just play along until you can get to safety. I know it's going to be difficult and awful, but you have to prioritize your safety. Tanaka's stomach rolled just imagining the situation, and Dashiell shivered. Okay. Alright. I'll take my leave then, but I'll inform you once something comes up. Stay safe, all of you. Enoshita disappeared for a bit to walk Daichi to the door, leaving just the three of them sitting in silence, only interrupted by Dashiell's shuddered breaths. Unable to hold back anymore, Tanaka gently tugged on his hand and opened his arms. Sour taste on his tongue when Dashiell slumped into the hug, trembling and at the verge of tears. It's going to be alright, you'll see. He won't let any creep near you. A soft whimper escaped Dashiell's mouth. What if he hurts you? Because I don't want you to get hurt. Shh, don't worry about that, okay? We'll be fine. All of us. Despite his certain tone, doubts gnawed on his mind regarding everything. Sure, it was 3 of them here, but they couldn't be with Suguru 24/7. At least not until Enoshita started at his new job. How were they supposed to protect him against someone who apparently could enter houses unnoticed? And considering everything, Suguru's worry wasn't baseless either. They were the ones standing between the creep and his target after all.
Who cares? Let him come.
He pulled Dasha closer, motioning to Terushima to join them to hopefully soothe at least some of the pain holding Dasha in its grip, and just prayed they wouldn't have to deal with one of them getting stabbed or worse. Because while he liked to think he wouldn't hesitate a second to catch a bullet for Suguru if he had to, a tiny part of him might hesitate, and he didn't want to test it out for real, or see one of his boyfriends be hurt.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. So yeah, we are very much back on track with this storyline, and it's going to snowball from now on, so I hope you are looking forward to it. It's going to take a little while because I will be going on a trip soon, but I really hope I will be able to write some stuff there, and then we will continue in this storyline because I can't wait to finally get to the main point. If you have any requests or ideas, the request form is linked in the video description. See you next time.